Your sleep-wake cycle, your ability to transition in and out of sleep, is controlled by something called your reticular activating system. It's RAS for short. When you yawn toward the end of the day, or when you're tired during the middle of the day, that's your RAS kicking in. When your eyes open in the morning, that is your RAS kicking in. It's a series of internal reactions similar to booting up or shutting down a computer or a phone. The reticular activating system physically is found inside of your brainstem, which also controls your respiratory system. Your sleep-wake cycle and breathing are both controlled by your brainstem. The brainstem is important for establishing the rhythms necessary for good, healthy sleeping patterns. The brainstem is located between the top bone of the neck and the base of the skull, which is an area of the body that's vulnerable to common traumas like hitting your head or falling. The space that the brainstem resides is about the size of a quarter, and the brainstem itself is about the size of a thumb. So it doesn't take a huge trauma to create a domino effect there. When not aligned properly, the brainstem becomes compromised, and it can affect breathing rates, it can affect sleep-wake cycle rhythms and throw them out of sync. The brainstem is like a conductor in a symphony orchestra, and in order for it to facilitate beautiful music, it needs to be on its game. It needs to be doing its job as best as possible. Sleeping patterns are dependent on the brainstem doing its best job possible. The brainstem's performance is dependent on alignment of the anatomy that surrounds and protects it. So a little disruption can be relatively unnoticeable at first, but the longer the problem is there, then the more out of sync the rhythm can get. I've personally dealt with several telltale signs of an upper neck misalignment during my years under upper cervical care, and this is one of them. When my misalignment comes back, my sleep-wake cycle gets thrown off very quickly. And when that misalignment's corrected, the next night, typically, I can get back into a good rhythm.